Da, 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 da. Why is this not working? Oh, there it goes. Am I still awake? Of course I'm still awake. You know I don't sleep. It's one of those things. Yeah, I didn't get any. I don't sleep much anymore. All right. So Randy and Laura, I saw you wanted me to PM you. I will do so shortly after this. Okay, so I don't plan on this being too long, to be very honest. I just always liked every once in a while just have a little bit of chat. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of insight. A little bit of insight. That's right, insight. All right. So, you probably want to know about the trip report coming up on Thursday. In fact, I'm kind of surprised not many people asked about it. I want you to think about that for a minute. I mean, the hints are right in front of you. I mean, those of you who have been watching the show knows part of my signature. I wonder what it could be. Did I miss something, Chris? All right, so let's see. Will we do a later meetup down there? Most likely. I mean, because there'll be times where Danny and I will just put a post out there saying, "Hey, we're going to hang out here for a while. Come and join us." We know we'll probably do something like that. How late is late though for you, Karen? I mean, Danny and I tend to be later people anyway. So we'll just have to kind of play that by ear. What was the sign? People know I always get a hat when I go down to Disney. A new hat. What am I wearing? New hat. This is like Playboy After Dark. That's funny. Yeah, we're gonna probably do different things. If you're just talking about evening hours, yeah, we'll probably do something for sure. No, wrong, bad. Okay. All joking aside, I think I would love to do a Run Disney event one time. I just think that right now for the cost is rather prohibitive. I think it would. What's the best way to put it? I have a choice probably between doing a Run Disney event and going on a trip with just my wife and I. And I think the latter is going to win like practically every time. That's kind of my 2 cents to that. So yeah. And of course after 5, I mean, I got to hang out with Aaron. It's a simple. But wait a second, Aaron, will you even be back around Orlando that quickly after the meet? Because I know you're coming up to Indy, but is there a day you're going to be more available? Because we're going to be flying down the day after the meet. So, but yeah, so that's actually going to be really kind of cool. Chris says he'd pass out after the first mile. Here's my goal for any time I do running. 1, don't come in last. 2, don't die. I've also joked around by saying that I have a playlist that's 45 minutes long, because if it's any longer than that, I'm probably passed out somewhere. I also figured out there's a reason why they put your name on the bibs, so they can identify the bodies. But yeah, and you're doing all three races. Oh, take Spirit. No, I'd like to actually get there. Okay, Tuesday or after we can do with that. We can do with that. I'm going to share this, Michelle, if you don't mind. Started back into keto after getting sick last year, falling off the wagon. Yep. Oatmeal pies, brownies. Yep. I know. I totally get it. And I don't want anybody arguing about the diet methodologies or anything else. I know exactly what keto can do for a person. And it's a lot of positive things. And it's not for everybody. My biggest thing before you do any diet plan, no matter what it is, talk to your doctor, for goodness sakes. I am trying to follow a low carb diet at the direction of my doctor. It doesn't always work. And let me rephrase that. I don't always do it right. But I got to go in for my blood work and get everything checked out. Anyway, might be some things that he wants to change. But yeah, I totally, Michelle, I'm right there beside you, my friend. I totally get it. I know what it's like. I know what it does. And for some reason, I gotta get checked out because I know I've got some things I gotta get taken care of. Simple as that. But I'm right there with you, my friend. Anything I can do to help you. My doctor was awesome with it. I just got to learn how to listen to my doctor more. How's that? How's that for being honest with my friends here? It's as simple as that. Is dying in Disney the worst way to go? I've got this rule, or my wife has this rule. I can't die. She just has it. She just says you can't do that. I love it, Justin. When I run, I just want to finish. Oh, I know. I could do a 5K in 39 minutes. Sounds like a long time for a lot of people, I know. I mean, but I'm a big guy, folks. Let's face it. I'm 6 foot and 300 and some odd pounds. I'm a big guy. You know, I don't jog, I wog. You know, excuse me. I will say that if you want to pace yourself, you do the pacing thing, the whole Galloway, run a little, walk a little bit. Look at the hiccups, great. If you go on like over in SoundCloud and you go over and you look up DJ Elliott, and DJ Elliott is awesome. He does a lot of the Disney DJing. He also DJ'd over at Star Wars Celebration. Fabulous DJ. Great mixes. He has these marathon and half marathon mixes, and you can get it without pacing tones, or you can get it with pacing tones. And the pacing tones every 30 seconds is a beep. And it's just really, really super cool. And that way you can run a little bit, walk a little bit, run a little bit, walk a little bit. It's really pretty awesome that way. I really enjoy it. Samara, I'm really glad you enjoyed your cruise. I do love it. So, but yeah. So let's see here. Margie, I hope you feel better. That's horrible. I hope you feel better. I hope you're not in any pain right now. Yeah. Well, I think I'm looking through these. I'm not going to pop up all the comments up here, but you know, the fact of the matter is I think a lot of us need to listen to our doctors a little bit better. Sometimes you run into a doctor that's just horrible. I will admit, a number of years ago, I pretty much fired the one doctor I had because he wanted to put me on a whole bunch of meds. I'm like, listen, tell me what I need to do to not go on to meds. And he's like, no, I want you to go on meds. And he got really pissed off at the fact that I basically said, I'm not going to take meds. And so I talked to another doctor of mine, or I found another doctor, and he's really good. One of the things I'll admit, I haven't had my blood work done in over a year. That's like a naughty thing. My wife has been doing some great low carb cooking for me lately. Like yesterday we had cracked chicken in the Instapot. Today we did a taco soup, so to speak, in an Instapot. And she had fresh, oh my gosh, she had fresh cilantro in it. Oh my gosh, that was so good. And yesterday we had fresh chives right out of our garden in the cracked chicken. That was so good. Oh. Anyway, but it's one of those things. And it's not just steak and burgers. Like today, I had bacon and eggs for breakfast this morning. I had some low carb yogurt with a sprinkling of crushed granola. I had an Atkins shake sometime during the day. But yeah, it has helped me, but I also fallen off the wagon. I've got to get my butt and the rest of my, yes, I know, Mary, Dr. Mary, really? I know. Yeah. So, egg roll in a bowl. I mean, Michelle, you may have to tell me how you made that. That sounds actually really good. See, mashed potatoes, I'd do mashed cauliflower. Fried venison, oh, that sounds so good. I do love taco salad. Give me a good taco salad. Oh yeah. The interesting thing is, Randy, the doctor was telling me that he was going to throw me on meds was a DO. Go figure, right? So yeah, it's just one of those things. How many carbs I do a day? How many carbs do I do a day? How many carbs the doctor says I should do a day? My doctor says 30, which is really low. It's 10 per meal spread out, equally across the day. Okay, Michelle, I'll have to remember that. If you don't hear from me, bounce me a message over at the Behind Yours Podcast Facebook page for me, would you? Yeah, Ted, you said, hey, 20 carbs. My doctor says 30. I found that if I go too low, I actually have things start going way out of whack. And doctors basically said something to the extent of that if you eat too much protein, it could actually, your body could process it incorrectly. So I try to be careful with it. And I found out once I started balancing some things out, some numbers started to come back to normal. Oh yeah. Okay. I got it. Mozzarella sticks were the only thing that keto he liked. Oh gosh, that's funny. Oh yeah, I know. I loved this doctor for so long. He was my doctor for 15 years or something like that. And then he turned into a real jerk. And he started not being supportive of anything of me. And then he started kind of turning into a jerk with my rest of my family members. I'm like, oh, that's it. Screw you. I've got plenty of doctors. Unfortunately, I found a great doctor that is basically low carb specialist a mile from my house, quite literally. So, but yeah, it's just one of those things. I may have to do that with my Fitbit and Carb Manager. That's kind of, you're not cranky or slow. I'd love it. I just got to watch it. I know it takes, okay, after the first couple of days where you feel like a crack addict going through withdrawal. Yeah, it's okay. And I also try to stay away from the sodas and stuff like that. Pardon me, diet sodas and stuff like that. I try to stay away from it. Drink more iced tea, more water, green tea. People, especially for those of you who don't know me that well, I'm a green tea fanatic. Oh yeah. Ask anybody around here. Green tea fanatic. Oh yeah. This was one of those things. But enough with that. As I said, Randy, Laura, I'll try to ping you after this. And it's hard to do it at Disney once in a while, but you know what? It's okay. It's okay because you're also doing a lot of walking, a lot of exercising, and, but try not to go too nuts. I found out that dining at Disney, you can have a good meal and not go too nuts with the carbs. It's really kind of interesting. Good night, Karen. We'll talk to you later. Plain black tea. I do love that, Michelle. Oh, Randy, you know what? This is a great one. I love it, my friend. Find a good doc that's around your age. That way you can grow old together. That's funny. My doctor's about 10 years older than me. What is it? You and Danny, Trisha, and the pickle juice. Oh, good gravy. Flavored seltzer. I have tried it. I would rather just drink something I can make at home instead of buying it. I've got like a ton of different types of teas that what I do is in my little cups that I use for my Keurig, I'll cut two tea bags open, put it in there, basically make a 10-ounce serving of tea, and I'll pour it over a big mason jar like this that's filled with ice. And it melts the ice. It kind of dilutes it a little bit to the perfect consistency. It's absolutely fabulous. But yeah, so let's see. Drinking full sodium chicken or beef broth can help during the first few weeks of keto. I'd like to try that. Justin and I walk on average 70 miles a week and run at least 3 times a week. I only run when I'm chased. Let's go ahead and, let's face it. It's just one of those cases. Hey, congratulations, Bailey. That is absolutely awesome. Love pickle juice. You're the kind of you guys are the kind of people. You pickle juice people are the kind of people to make, like, if they were able to make pickle juice popsicles, you guys would just be all over that. Pickle juices and carrot sticks. Oh. Don't spill any of it. Oof. Oof. Expedition Roasters tea is really good, and if you want to make it into iced tea, steep it a couple extra minutes. That's my tip. I actually like it when I steep it for a couple extra minutes anyway. I think it really brings out even more of the flavors and essences. But it's also good iced as well. It's very light. It's not a very deep flavored tea when you do it. It's light. It's very refreshing, especially over, a good amount of ice. So we'll have to see how that goes. Pickle juice. Finally felt someone to recognize it. Oh wait, hold on a second. I need to do something. I just realized I should be processing tonight's episode in the background before I accidentally do something stupid, like accidentally delete tonight's episode, because that would just really stink. Let's see, let's export. By the way, everybody, I do apologize. I said I was going to have a call-in portion. And let's face it, we had such a good conversation, I didn't find it necessary. So I do apologize for that, in case you were looking forward to calling in. Probably do it again sometime soon, though. So, not me. Thanks a lot. Oh, really? Pickle juice on Amazon? I guess you could find anything on Amazon. Oh. Ugh. Good night, Randy. Have a good night. I will get a hold of you tomorrow then. I won't bother you tonight. I'm sorry, Mary. Tell Steve I'm really sorry. Give him a high five for me, would you? I do apologize. And I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you. I'm glad that you liked it. All right. Well, listen. But yeah, just to give you guys a little bit of a heads up. Keep it to yourselves. Don't share it with everybody out there on the community page or anything like that. But yes, I'm going to tell you about my recent trip that I took last week. I got to tell you something. You're going to want to hear about the nights at Harambe. That was so epic. And I got invited to go somewhere where I'm going to say very few people get to go. And it was a thrill. You may not necessarily think so. I did. I won't tell you. I'm not going to give you a hint. But man, it was it was a lot of fun. So I will tell you all about that on Thursday. Danny was already going to be out of town Thursday. He left early. He left early today for it. Again, it's a family thing. It wasn't. I don't think there's nothing wrong or anything like that. So that's okay. He's all good. Don't worry about it. And then Thursday, I knew he was going to be out. So that's not a problem. So I already had Thursday planned to doing a solo show for the trip report. Yeah, Knights of Harambe at Animal Kingdom, Michelle. Let's see. Christine, it was awful. What were you referring to? Are you referring to Harambe Nights as well? And if so, which night? And no, it was not Club 33. I'm not that lucky. I was lucky. Not that lucky. And you've never been in this place. Yeah. Let's see. But yeah. I'm sorry. I'm trying to follow some of this conversation on a side. Okay, so here's the conversation I'm trying to follow. Christine says it was awful, and I'm thinking to myself, I saw that your husband was home, which is great. I'm so glad, and I would have loved to have met him, but I'm so glad that he was able to come home from Afghanistan. By all means, just give him a big hug from me and everybody else. We're just so glad that he's back for right now. Just thank him so much for everything that he's done for us. And by all means, I'm sure that you're enjoying every minute of it too. Let's see. Oh. 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 Oh my goodness gracious. I am so sorry. So sorry, Christine. Goodness gracious. Are you sure it wasn't that woman that was at Epcot though? One woman that had her picture taken of she in almost her birthday suit? Ooh, doggy. Not exactly the way. Okay, back what I was saying. Harambe Nights was awesome. I'll have to tell you more about that. Even though it rained like cats and dogs, it was so awesome. Place I got to go on Thursday. I may drop a hint tomorrow, maybe Thursday, in the community. I may drop a picture. And we'll have to see how it goes. My second thing where I'm saying, not everybody gets to go. It was not an after hours event. Yeah. Yeah, I heard about that. No, I didn't. And quite honestly, don't know what to say. Yeah. But man, it was ridiculous. I mean, the thing is, what's worse is the fact that she put herself in that kind of a situation, whether it be by accident or on purpose. And basically, Christine, to kind of fill you in, yeah. So basically, there's a picture of a woman that was basically in her underwear on the bus from Epcot, and supposedly she barfed before she got on the bus, and she was like completely drunk and so on and so forth. I am very surprised that they let her on the bus. I'm surprised someone didn't call security to get her back decent. It was really pretty bad. I know that wasn't the case. So, um, oh, cool. Mary's gonna get to do a private tour on the September trip. So, oh, would love to hear that. Yes, Bailey, where I went, pictures were allowed. I actually asked permission to do so. Um, so yeah. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Ah, okay. But yeah, that was really bad. And some people are like, "Oh, this is why we shouldn't have drinking at Epcot." Blah blah blah. You know what? It happens. Yeah, it's not a CTA bus. Oh, yeah, that's funny, Michelle. Michelle, you're in the Chicagoland area, right? I think we've talked about this before. And if so, I hope you're able to come down to the Indie Disney meet. Also, I'm just going to say this. Sometime later this fall, I'm hoping to have some kind of a meet in the Chicagoland area. And I'm thinking about also kind of having a combined meetup with maybe some other podcasters that I know that are in the area. We'll have to see how that goes. I like to partner with people like that, because you know what, good content's good content. We all do Disney podcasting differently, so this was one of those things. Yeah, Justin knows where I went. Justin and I talked about it last week as well. Yeah, Laura, you live way too far. You're down. You're down at the other end of the country, practically. I mean, it's like, geez. But you get to go fishing. Oh, okay, Michelle. Yeah, I used to commute downtown Chicago every day for 13 years. Ugh. In some ways I miss it, in some ways I don't. Um, but being a Chicagoan myself, I'm hoping that we can do some kind of a meetup here. As I said, Indy, seriously, if you can, Michelle, make it happen. It's great. It's going to be awesome. Um, so yeah. Okay. Well, everybody, I think with that being said, it is now 10:15. I'm tired. I really would like to finish my first episode of the last season of Orange is the New Black. And by the way, that's not why I'm wearing orange. That was complete happenstance. You need to kill yourself. You'll drive 290 every day. But I hope everybody has a wonderful night. And do me a favor. Would you guys do me a favor? There's 20 of you on here tonight. Do me a favor. Go out and tell somebody about the WDW community page. Tell someone else about, the Behind Ears podcast page. If you could help me do with some stuff like that, I mean, it's a shameless plug. I know it. I'd really love it if you guys would tell other people about it. You could have more than one podcast that you listen to. You know that. You can have some favorites, just like you have multiple favorites in your radio station in your car. You could have multiple favorite podcasts as well. Do me a favor. If you would help me with that, I'd greatly appreciate it. Thanks. I really appreciate it. Have a great one, everybody. And okay, Bridget. Yeah, I will definitely see what I can do. I hope you have a great one. We'll see you on Thursday. Take care.